everyone for attending my presentation on how to become a realtor. I really appreciate you taking the time to come out and listen. Um, my purpose for this presentation is to inform you about the requirements and the processes involved in becoming a real estate agent. And I am a realtor. I've been a realtor for 14 years, and you too can become a realtor if you have the right information, which is why I'm here today. So, with that being said, I've given you some information that you have in your hands, and we'll go over that shortly. Perhaps at one time or another in your own life, you might have thought of becoming a realtor. There's a lot of different reasons why people choose that profession. Some do it just because they love real estate. Others do it because they enjoy helping someone find their dream home. Others do it because they need supplemental income for their retirement. And still others work a full-time job and they do it part-time because they need to have the extra money. And all of those are great reasons for doing it. Me personally, I was a secretary, and 14 years ago, when I became a realtor, I decided I had to become a realtor because I had 3 kids. I got pregnant with my third child, and I recalled all too well the many times my kids got sick and I had to take off from work, and it was a stressful time. And so I didn't want to go through that again with my third child. I really wanted life to be easier, and so I did some research, and I looked for a profession where I could make my own hours and where I could still make a decent living. And that's why I chose the field of real estate. So today, I'm going to inform you of the specific qualifications that must be met to apply for a real estate license. I'm going to tell you about some strategies that you can use to find the right broker to work for. And also, I'm going to give you some ideas that professional development is still needed even after you get your license. So at this time, we're going to look at your handout. Your handout is entitled, How Do I Get My New Jersey Real Estate License? And the first one says that you must complete the required education. You must be at least 18 years old. You must have a high school diploma or an equivalent. And you must successfully complete 75 hours of approved real estate education. In addition to that, the school must be a licensed school in the state of New Jersey. The other thing that's missing is you have to be of good character, you have to be trustworthy, you have to be honest, and also have integrity. Number 2 says register and pass your state licensing exam. The exam is administered by PSI Services, which is a private company, and I've given you the website so you can find out more information about the licensing. Number 3 says complete your fingerprinting and obtain a sponsoring broker. Before you submit your application, you have to become a licensed real estate agent salesperson, have your fingerprints done, and be sponsored by a broker. And I've given you a website so you can access that information as well. Lastly, you submit your application to the Licensing Bureau. And with that being said, we're going to now discuss some strategies that you can use to locate the right real estate broker. First of all, it's wise to have a broker that's in your local area because you'll be busy running around, taking clients out. The last thing you want to have to do is drive 30 to 40 minutes to get to your broker. So you can search the internet for brokers in your area. You can review the real estate website, broker's real estate website. When you look at his website, if there's a lot of information, it's well designed, then you know that he's really interested in getting new customers, and that might be somebody that you might want to work for. Then you can conduct some research at the National Association of Realtors website. You'll find articles there, statistics, and also you'll find current news about real estate that will keep you on top of things. And lastly, interview with several brokers before you make a decision and ask whether they offer training or mentoring for their new agents. Now we'll discuss professional development that's needed once you become a realtor. According to the Real Estate Commission, you now have to have 12 continuing education credits, and you need those when you renew your license. When you first become an agent, you don't need those. But once you renew your license, then you'll need to have those 12 education credits. You must join the National Association of Realtors and also join your local board of realtors. Having affiliations with both of these associations will keep you current with real estate news. You'll learn about different ways to be trained to be a realtor, and they can answer any question that you have that has to do with the real estate industry. Next, a lot of people don't think about it, but you have to learn how to develop a real estate agent budget. And the reason you do that is because you're going to have to put money out for many expenses when you become a realtor. And that's before you get a commission. Then you'll have to learn how to build your client and professional portfolio. You do that by going back to people that you already know in your sphere of influence, and that's where you start with your client base. And then you'll learn how to do a listing presentation, learn how to work with sellers and buyers. And in summary, becoming a real estate agent is really similar to starting a small business. Becoming a successful real estate agent is a combination of investing your time in education, researching a broker who can help you get your first clients, and then also passing that state and national licensing exam. So even though you still work within a brokerage with established real estate agents, you need to have a startup fund for your business expenses. You need to have money put aside for your personal expenses until you get your client base built up. The intent of my speech was to inform you that obtaining your real estate license is only a small portion of what you need to know to be successful in the real estate industry. In my introduction, I mentioned that with the right information and education, you too could become a realtor. I hope that the information that I provided you today will help you decide if this profession might be right for you. And I want to end with a quote from Tom Hopkins in his book, Mastering the Act of Selling. He says, the skills, knowledge, and drive within you are what will make you great. And the qualities that you have can be expanded and intensified if you're willing to invest time, effort, and money in yourself. Is there any better investment than in yourself? Thank you very much for listening to the presentation.
In a Bible study, we do a movie night.